So I don't know where this video is going to take us or take me, but I was going to talk about it anyway. How do I even begin? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about how our mind is basically a projector, projecting our perceptions into reality. And this projector um, is influenced by a lot of external things if you allow it. And what do I mean by that? So I feel like we are constantly being bombarded by a subtle form of mental manipulation in many different areas of life from many different angles. Your cell phone being one of them. I feel like they use a cell phone predominantly as a way of manipulating your behavior. Like when you hear a text and you hear your alert or your alarm go off, you already have this automatic response in your body and you go and check it, and then, you are prone to react to it. You know what I mean? When you watch television, when you watch movies, when you listen to the radio, when you watch even YouTube and they have these freaking advertisements in between videos, just like throwing nonsense at you. It's all like subtle forms of programming, manipulation, and mentalism. And if you're not aware of what's going on, like these people around you, people you interact with, people you spend most of your time with, have the ability to influence you based on what they've consumed. You know what I mean? It's all so delicately interconnected. And if you're not aware, you could easily become or fall prey to all of this stuff. So for me personally, I will purposely stop allowing a lot of these things around me to influence me, because I want to be able to make conscious, mindful decisions on my own. I want to be able to listen to what I need and what feels right to me, not what everyone else thinks I should be doing or consuming. Do you understand? Like, for instance, you're watching television, you're watching your favorite movie, you're having a blast, auditory and visually being entertained by your favorite show or whatever is on, and then boom, they show 5 minutes of the movie, and then boom, 7 minutes of commercials. Eat this cheeseburger, take this drug. I mean, think about it, right? They're constantly trying to like influence you and succumb to unconscious sensory habits, and like they want to stimulate that aspect of you so that you unconsciously react and then go out to Burger King and buy that cheeseburger and consume it. Yeah, so like it's really interesting. Like ever since I've become aware of these things, like how do I even say this? Because I'm aware of the manipulation, because I'm aware of the tactics, everything around me seems superficial. And because it's superficial, it's like I don't really want to participate in it, because I feel like I'm striving to interact with something that's, real, and interact with things that want my best interest so that I can enhance and advance and grow myself. You know what I mean? Not something that will like kind of keep me, I don't know, keep me in a dense energetic form so that I don't really move anywhere and create blockages and sickness and disease. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, I think since our society predominantly revolves around these things, it's like it's really hard to find people who can relate to or interact with me in a way that is satisfying. And I've kind of given up trying to find these people. And it's not that like I just threw in the towel and gave up. It's just I think the search to find someone to understand me and to want to consistently grow alongside with me has become so disappointing and far-fetched that it's kind of like become off-putting, and I would prefer to just kind of expend energy instead of like placing my satisfaction and my happiness in the hands of others. I've decided to take it back into my own hands and to just kind of like give that stuff to myself. You know what I mean? And I've noticed too, like, even if you do find someone who can relate to you and understand you on many different levels, and degrees, the relationship is fleeting. It's not long lasting. And it's kind of like a touch and go kind of thing. So, you know, which is good because I don't think I'd want to be addicted to that anyway. I'd rather like prevent any type of addiction and just kind of like realize that everything I need is inside of me and then just kind of like move forward into the world. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I went from like mental programming and people and external sources influencing your decisions and the way you live your life and your reactive responses to talking about losing interest in everything and everyone and kind of taking this my energy back and putting it back into me. And I think that's what it's all about, really. It's about like instead of like, trying to grab it from here, you're kind of like bringing all of it back into here so that you can become everything that you've ever wanted, because that's that's what it is. And if everybody did that, they would know what love is, because it starts with self, right? Self love, self care, self compassion, self understanding, self knowledge starts within you. And then when you go out, you can really, really extend that out to the people you interact with. But if you don't know anything about yourself and you're not taking care of yourself and your internal dialogue is really like hateful, then you're going to project that out, right? So if you want to project like real love and real care and real compassion, I think it starts with filling yourself up with that first, and then you just emanate it. You don't even have to try. It's not even like trying, it's just being. You know what I mean? Just being in this world, just being your divine self, if that even makes sense. You don't have to try. Trying is ego based. Trying to become this, trying to attain that, trying to, you know, consume and grab and take and be, it's like you don't even need to try, dude. You just need to freaking bring it all back and you just are. Anyhow, it's my third video for the night. I think I've gotten everything I need to get out of me. I feel super satiated. Anyhow, if you learned something, great. If you didn't learn anything, that's great too. Tomato, tomato. Anyhow, have a beautiful night. And again, as always, blessings to one and all. Amen.